Whitley Strieber was just a normal guy that was abducted many a times by aliens, and is still abducted, I think. And he wrote a book called Communion. If you haven't already heard of it, which I'm sure you have, it's worth a read. Now, in this book, he, for example, explains how they walked him out through the front room wall, through glass and everything, and he knows the next morning he knew what had happened, because when he went downstairs he could see in the front room mud and flowers from where he walked back through the wall when they returned him back. But he also had an implant inside his, I think it was his neck, and around that time there was a guy called Dr. Roger Leir, professional doctor, who was finding out that inside patients there were these weird devices that he didn't understand, and I'll go into alien implants in the next video. But so Dr. Roger Leir then became fascinated while he was just doing normal surgeries for people, and they would come across people with these implants, and sometimes he would notice them in the nose and things like that, and he eventually found out that they actually let off some sort of RF frequency, if I remember correctly, or UHF frequency, which made him more and more interested. So he then devoted more and more time to actually only doing surgery on people with implants, to actually take the implants out. And one of the people was Whitley Strieber, who I mentioned in the last video. Now, when he went to take the implant out, and there was a camera crew there, if I remember correctly, the actual implant moved. Just as he put the scalpel near the guy's, I think it was neck, near Whitley's neck, it moved away. So this implant knew that it was going to be taken out. I'll cover more about the implants on the next video. The most common place an alien implant was put originally was inside your nose, up your nose cavity. But a lot of people would have nosebleeds and the actual implant would come out, and sometimes people would see it in the tissue and say, what's that black thing in there? And they just thought it was a bit of metal from, I don't know, somewhere else. But what aliens then ended up doing, they moved them to different places. But one of the things they've done is they scoop out a bit of your flesh, and then they wrap the implant inside this flesh, and then they put the flesh back inside you with the implant inside that, and that stops the implant being rejected as a foreign object by your body. So abductees have these sort of scoop marks, and that's another way you can prove that they was definitely abducted. But now they put the right behind your eye, the implant, they push it up right into your brain so we can't. So some alien implants actually grow fibers that attach to your inside of wherever it is inside your body. Now, it's believed that they actually deliberately do that. It's not just like your skin wrapping around it, or your fibers wrapping around it. This looks like it's actually designed to have fibers come out and attach themselves to you. So the question then is, what is the purpose of these things if they have some sort of frequency? Now, one contactee had turned around to was told by an alien that the alien said that they could find a fly anywhere on the planet Earth. Now, they didn't say whether they could find a fly using a implant. So the question is that to help track the people as well as vital statistics? I would probably say yes, it is. It's probably there to monitor people.
Welcome to me, Something to Think About TV. So I run a TikTok page and profile called Something to Think About TV, where I talk about lots of topics, often heavily controversial topics. So currently I'm collaborating with Our True History, who's a good friend of mine, and we have discussions every week. On a Monday on his profile, Our True History, we go live at 12 PM midday, and on my profile, Something to Think About TV, Fridays 12 PM. Lots of debates, lots of topics, often very controversial. So add me, follow me, subscribe, and let's support each other. Catch you later.